When you are making an iMovie, first of all, for you guys, your iMovie is probably not going to be down here at the bottom. What you want to do is you want to click F4, and then you'll find iMovie from all of your apps. Okay. Now for me, it's again at the bottom. Okay. It'll take a minute to load. Now be aware iMovie is one of the larger programs, so it will sometimes take a little while to adjust and to load everything. For you, it might ask you immediately if you want to make a new video because you may have never used it before on this particular computer. For me, I need to go over to projects and I'm going to create a new project. Okay, now when I click create a new project, it's going to ask me, do you want to make a movie or do you want to make a trailer? Now you can make a movie. I've actually had some people make videos where they kind of almost retell the story a little bit, where they film themselves. That's perfectly fine. You can do that, or you can make the trailer, which I think is a little bit easier because it actually has the format already made for you. So if you pick trailer, it will give you a bunch of different options. You can even click on them to sort of see which one you would like to use. So it'll give you a little blurb. Now if you notice, they're using videos, okay, but you're probably going to rely more on pictures. You'll want to pick the one that has the tone that's best for your movie, okay? So for me, I'm going to do it for the Crucible really quickly, and I'm going to use this one. It even tells you like how long it should be. All right, now there are a couple of things here that you want to be aware of. First of all, I've got a bunch of other stories, other materials up here. Don't worry about this. But you'll notice there are a couple of ways that you can kind of organize this. You can use the storyboard, you can use the short list, like whatever you want to do. I think it's easiest to use the storyboard, okay? And then, because then all you have to do is plug the information directly into it, all right? So I'm going to change this to Puritan Films. Okay, and then over here, instead of 3 students, I'm going to highlight that, and I'm going to put Cotton Sin. Okay, because remember, the purpose of a trailer is to get your audience's attention. And then I'm going to hit enter, because if you don't hit enter, sometimes it deletes the text. And then I have to figure out what am I going to put into these little boxes. Now it already has the animation and everything put in there for you. Okay, but there are a couple of things you can do with that. First of all, you're going to want to get your pictures. Honestly, before you even get started, I would suggest you kind of give a quick skim over and figure out what do you want to put in your story, as it were. If I were you, I would first sort of write the text, okay, caught in sin, and then figure out what pictures will go with that. Okay, so I'm going to, for the first one, put caught in sin. One girl will cause chaos. Then the next one I'm going to put to save herself. Okay. Now I need some pictures. Oh, now I deleted it. There we go. Now I need some pictures to go along with those. Now I've already gotten a few pictures, but here's a few quick tips about what you should be looking for when you're looking for pictures. First of all, I would suggest that you go to Google Images. And when you go to Google Images, you actually have to be careful about when you're choosing what pictures you're using, because you can't just drag and drop them directly into iMovie. What I suggest you do is go here to your desktop, and then you actually make a new folder. Okay, and I've already done that. I've got the Crucible right here. That way you can keep your pictures all in one place. Okay, so you don't have to worry about later going back and finding them. And because if you actually move these pictures while you're working on the video, it will actually delete everything that you've done. I'll show you what that is in a second, but just make sure you keep your pictures in the same place. Okay, so I'm going to choose, I like this picture. I'm going to drag and drop it. Sometimes you have to drag and drop it onto the desktop and then drag it over. Yeah, it didn't do it. Some of these are copyright protected, so you have to be careful. So some of them it won't let you do it. One thing that you should be aware of, though, when you're choosing your pictures, you want to pick pictures that are lengthwise rather than up and down, okay? You want to choose ones that are horizontal rather than vertical, because if you look, I mean, even look at my screen is much wider on the horizontal than on the vertical. So when you're choosing your pictures, you want to pick pictures that fit that wider horizontal. So I'm going to try to choose this one if it's going to let me. Nope. Oh, there it goes. So I'm going to pick that one. I'm going to pick... And notice I'm picking pictures that I think will have better resolution. Like this one, not the best resolution in the world. You'll want to pick ones that have better resolution so that your pictures look better. Okay? So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to drag and drop. When I'm done, when I figured out which pictures I want, I'm going to drag and drop these pictures straight into my media. Okay? Sometimes it won't let me do that, so I need to actually click the upload button. If I need to click the upload button, I go import video from a camera or from your computer. File, import media. It's probably going to go straight to the camera, so I'm going to, yep. There we go. All right, so I go to the desktop. I pick the Crucible. Okay. I go into the folder. I pick these pictures. I say these are the ones I want, and I import them all. Now here's where you might run into a problem. If I were to move one of these pictures out of the folder or delete them, it would delete from here too, and then I wouldn't be able to use it anymore. So just make sure that you keep everything in the folder until you're done. Okay, don't move them or anything, otherwise it causes you problems. Okay, so caught in sin. Well, I've got a picture of Puritans here, so that's cool. I've also got a picture here of what she did in the forest. That's also what she was trying to avoid. And I've got a picture of her and John Proctor. Good times. Now, if I want to check what that looks like, I go here to the beginning and I click my little space bar. And then I let it run. All right. Now, let's say this one I think zooms in the wrong direction. If you want to change that, you actually can. You just need to go up here. Okay, it's called Ken Burns, and you just need to move it around a little bit. That's all. All right, very easy fix. You just drag and drop those little pictures. Okay, then when you're done, you can just click up here again, and then it will play properly. See, now it zooms in on the minister rather than the random empty space. All right. So once you've decided what pictures and everything you want, okay, and you've filled all of this in, then you need to actually upload it. Now, because you need to spend some time uploading it, I would suggest that you try to have your videos done by Thursday, because if you only work on them on Friday, you're not going to have enough time to actually upload them, okay? I always tell my students you should have about 2 days to edit and 1 day to sort of upload and make certain that everything's fine. So if you want to upload it, what you do is you click upload, all right, excuse me, share. You're sharing it, not uploading it. I would suggest that you share it as a file. Everything else might work, but honestly, the best way to do this is as a file. Okay, and I'm going to change it to the Crucible. All right. And I'm going to save it to my desktop. I'm going to click Save. Now this will take a little while. If you notice up here, it's taking a while to load. So once you're done, first of all, you'll notice the little spiral button here is done, so it's gone away, and now I have a little video here. If you want to check it really quickly, that's always a plus. So you can double click on it. It should open up unless it's being stubborn. There it goes. All right, and you can then watch your little video. It's fully rendered. It's pretty. Okay. Now, the problem presents itself, how are you going to submit it, okay? Because honestly, this, if you just download this directly onto PowerSchool Learning, it will take forever, and honestly, it won't really work all that well. We've had problems with uploading that in the past. So what you need to do is you need to open up your Google Drive, okay? Find somewhere in your Google Drive where you'll remember where it is, and then all you have to do is drag and drop your video straight into the Google Drive. Now, this will again take a little while, okay? But once you've done this, you will want to wait until it looks like this one. Notice how To Kill a Mockingbird and All Through the Night, they actually have a video on it. It doesn't have the little red thing that you see over here, okay? You'll want to wait to actually upload it until it looks like this, like a proper video, rather than this little red thing. Okay, even when it's done uploading, it technically won't be done until it looks like this. Okay, if you need me to check it before you actually submit it, please do so. Otherwise, the rendering won't be correct. All right, so that's how you get a video made and uploaded. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask.